Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Texans going up against the Steelers. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today it's the opener of the 2017 NFL season between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
First carry for Lamar Miller, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Now it's Osweiler. And no escaping this time. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. With it is Brown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. The catch made by Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket. pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott, but he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. It's offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a... Fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Underneath for Miller. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's got time. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Play action. It's right. Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Again, Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Luke Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Texans will add on to the... It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action now. Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Green with a catch left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he's got Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So, well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close. Close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Brian Cushing, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now it's Roethlisberger. The catch made by Miller. It's a pickup of 17 there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school. Played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Finding time. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something.
He's got a man, complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Braxton Miller, 85 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try. Find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Lamar Miller past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still second down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Miller, the lone setback. On second down, here's Osweiler. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Osweiler on first down. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards it.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
You would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
There we go. Easy, easy. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, alert.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
Come on, let's go.
Wildcat look. It's Elliott. On design run for their wideout. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Man open left side is Brown. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got